Hi, my name is Andy. I'm the ultimate fake fan, and welcome to another video. If you haven't caught my previous video where I went to Osaka last year for the Future Pop 7 Tour 2018, go check it out in the links below. It's worth a watch if you are keeping track of the current World Tour 4th, which at the time of this recording, Perfume is at the US right now performing. And my Twitter feed is full of US people posting how fun it is over there, and I really am a little bit jealous actually. So let's just take a break from all the World Tour hype and talk about some serious stuff, which I like to talk about serious stuff. I'm not a really fun person in real life, so probably that's why I don't have friends, but that's far from the point. Today we're going to talk about the World PTA fan club and things that needs to be improved. So I've been holding on making this video actually for a very long time, because right now we're in the middle of a hype session where if I post it before World Tour 4th, it would destroy hype. And if I post it after World Tour 4th, and people might say I'm ruining the mood. So I just held on making this video for an indefinite amount of time. Until not too long ago, Perfume actually asked on Twitter and Instagram to give feedback on the current World PTA system. It's a Google Doc questionnaire which I highly recommend you go and fill in that form. Let your voices be heard by them. Go and fill it right now. You can pause the video. Go. So what a perfect segue for me to just make this video since they want feedback, right? So I'll give them feedback. And I think this is more in line with what other people have thought about the system so far. And just a friendly reminder that I don't hate Perfume. This is not a hate video, by the way. I just want them to know and improve on how we World fans get treated compared to the PTA fans in Japan. Also, shout out to Jordan KZ for simplifying the points for me. He actually posted this on Discord, and it sort of summarized almost everything that I wanted to say. Go check his Twitter out. He's pretty good with sim ejection tools, apparently. And if you're wondering what it is, it's something that happened during World Tour 4th. I'll link to his Twitter and the video in the description below. So the first point I wanted to bring up is the method of how you get the membership. So previously, before 2018, there was a one-time fee of about 1,500 yen, where you just paid 1,500 yen per year and you get a membership. Okay, easy enough. But right on 2018, they decided to use this purchasing system where you buy a T-shirt for 4,500 yen, not including import, customs, VAT, and shipping. When I bought those, that totaled up to about 9,000 yen, which is almost 6 times the original fee before they changed the system. Essentially kind of also forcing users somewhat to buy more stuff to cover up the shipping cost. Now I understand that, again, they're using DHL to ship the thing, and DHL is relatively fast and efficient. But when you're able to compare last time's fee versus this time's fee, it's a very big gap, and it's a little bit tough to swallow for a lot of people. 9,000 yen is a lot of money for a lot of people, including myself. Now, from what I understand, the method of implementing this is to curb like people making multiple accounts to buy tickets. So essentially, if you have more accounts, you have a higher chance of getting tickets to like the concerts or the shows or whatnot. But then again, I would argue that it doesn't work, because if people last time are able to pay 1,500 yen, 1,500 yen, 1,500 yen, 1,500 yen for like 4 accounts, and they'll have 4 accounts to buy tickets. It doesn't really make a difference to them if they're hardcore fans, where you pay 9,000 yen, 9,000 yen, 9,000 yen, 9,000 yen. If you're hardcore enough, you would pay that 9,000 yen multiple times to still get tickets. So I would argue that it doesn't actually help. This method does seem to work to some degree, but I would argue that it actually backfired a little. And you might be thinking, Andy, fan merch is that expensive. They can't go any cheaper. Otherwise, how else are they going to earn money? Okay, fine. fair enough. If you're willing to pay that money to get into a membership, by all means, go for it. But here we go into the second point, which is for that 9,000 yen, it might vary from country to country. For that 9,000 yen that I'm getting, what do I get for 9,000 yen? So this is the second point we're going to talk about. What am I getting? So a little bit of a comparison with PTA fans in Japan and World PTA fans for the world. PTA fans, they get shipped physical stuff like magazines, DVDs, and some other stuff I don't know. I just heard it from someone else. They get shipped physical stuff, I'm not sure how often, but they do get stuff like that. That is included in their PTA membership fee, which is, again, if right now they've changed the system as well, they're also paying 4,500 yen plus some extra charges. I don't know how much is that. So for the same t-shirt price, 4,500 yen, they get physical stuff. What do World PTA fans get? Well, if you've watched my unboxing video where I bought the LSG19 for the membership of 2019, which is going to be linked up here, you can see that all we get is just a paper membership card. And it's not even laminated. This is the part that kind of ticks me a lot. Again, you might argue that, well, if Amuse is going to ship membership merch around the world, that's going to be very costly for them and yada 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 yada. Okay, fine. But at least can we have some sort of parity with World PTA and PTA members? Like if Japan PTA members are getting like a physical magazine, can we at least have a digital copy of that magazine instead? We are getting blog posts with exclusive pictures and videos from whatever behind the scenes and some extra footage that not everyone can see at a very, very low res of 840 by 400 or something at that level of quality. It's 2019. Can we have somewhat at a higher resolution picture? And also the video that they're showing, it's in this very small player. It's so small. It's like watching on a about 2 to 3 inch screen, which is ridiculous in 2019. It's so small. Now again, I assume that Amuse did this is to probably prevent members from downloading and sharing it on the internet, but you know the internet, it never ever works. So please, Amuse, just upload in higher resolution and in a bigger player, please. Please. Now, okay, fine. I can live with the higher membership fee. I can live with us not getting as many merch compared to the PTA Japan fans. But what I am really, really pissed off, we're going to the third point. This is the third point, by the way, is all the blog posts and emails are in Japanese. Now you might think, well, that's no big deal. We have Google Translate. Or you can just go and learn Japanese. That way you can enjoy the true form of what they're trying to say, right? Well, no. You see, if you're trying to cater to world fans, you have to put it in English. If you're someone like me who has learned Japanese for about a year and still cannot understand a single sentence. Yes, I am that bad at Japanese. Even after learning it for a year, I suck. I know. You can judge me all you want. Whatever. And you go onto the blog post and it's all in Japanese. What's the point? You know, I can't read Japanese. And you might say, just Google Translate it. Well, here's the thing about Google Translate. It doesn't exactly translate it in a perfect state. It translates it into a somewhat understandable state, but not a perfect state. Here's an example that I can't remember how long the article was, but it was Nochi's article. Inside that article, there was a part where she was laughing. She was saying, ha ha ha. Okay, that sounded pretty normal, right? But when you highlight that and it gets translated, it turns into mother. Now, in Japanese, haha means mother. So Google Translate sees this as mother. And if you're like, you totally don't know that is called mother, and you were just looking and it's like, why is she talking about her mother of all things? It's just kind of confusing for people who don't speak Japanese at all. That makes me wonder, does Amuse not have enough English translators? I mean, there are people on the internet that are constantly translating articles, Japanese magazines about their interviews and whatnot. I mean, come on, Amuse. People can do this for free. Do something about it. Just translate. And speaking of translate, is it possible to have subtitles inside your DVDs that you're selling? At least when we watch the DVDs of like concerts or whatever, at least I understand what they're trying to say. Otherwise, I'll be like a dumbo. I don't understand anything at all. Would it be that hard to add subtitle files inside those DVDs that you're selling, Amuse? And again, this is not an excuse to not learn Japanese. You should go learn an extra language. It's good. At least you can enjoy the content a little bit more. But again, Amuse, if you're trying to cater for world fans, you should translate into English. Right now, let me just go get a bottle of water because it's 1 o'clock right now and I'm feeling a little bit sleepy. Let me just go get some water. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So where are we right now? Alright, we're at point 4. Okay, so the main reason to join the fan club is actually to get tickets for wherever Perfume is touring in Japan mostly. And again, this might be a dispute, but some people might actually say the main reason to join is for exclusive content. Well, for me, it's more for getting the tickets. However, it's not equal compared to PTA. In my experience, they actually offered the pre-event sales to the PTA Japan members first. Then World PTA gets to pre-events, and then whatever is left is being sold to the general public. Now, in my opinion, it should be for both fan clubs at the same time, and then open it to the general public. And then you might counter, well, duh, it's a Japanese tour. Of course you gotta offer it to the Japanese first. Okay, fine. You make a good point. But here's where the equal parity is not equal anymore. When I went to Osaka for the 7th Tour 2018, and I went and clicked how many tickets I want to buy, I only see an option for a maximum of 2 tickets. Whereas when I read a little bit further, Japanese fans can actually purchase 4 tickets. Why? What if I want to go with a bunch of my friends? How am I supposed to get tickets? Are we supposed to buy 2 here and another 2 from another friend and we'll be separated for, don't know, eternity? And again, you might be saying, well, of course they have to offer it to Japanese first. It's a Japanese tour. And again, fine. That's a fair point. But if you want PTA and World PTA to be the same, you should let PTA and World PTA members purchase the same amount of tickets. And I forgot to mention that everything I've said is mainly my own personal opinions. It might differ from you. So if you want, let's have a debate in the comments down below. And here's another kicker part of buying tickets through World PTA. Here is a picture of my seating when I was in Osaka last year. You might say it's a okay seat. For me, it's actually kind of far, in my opinion. Here's the thing. We World PTA members flew all the way from our respective countries to fly to Japan to see you. Is it possible to have slightly nearer seats? Now again, you might counter, well then, if you want privileges for sitting in front as World PTA members, then that's not parity anymore. Okay, fine, fair enough. If we want parity for PTA and World PTA, then the rules should be simple. Everyone has equal chances of getting front row seats. Fine. But here is the part where it bugs me a little. I've heard from some people who went for last year's May fan club tour. It's a fan club tour only for fan club members. World PTA members were placed at the last few rows behind the hall. Why is that happening? We should have equal chances of getting front row seats, right? But why did you have to arrange that batch of World PTA members at the back of the hall where they can't actually see anything, I assume? That kind of sucks, actually. Why? So again, I'll rephrase that. Probably it's not the best way to describe this particular point, but can we have equal parity? Again, some people actually said that the picture of where I was seated in Osaka last year was actually a pretty good seat. And we might have different opinions. I felt like it was a bit far, but at least don't put us at the back next time. Okay, Amuse? So to conclude, finally, he's done talking. That, Amuse, stop treating us like an afterthought. With all the above points, it does feel like us World fans are kind of left out. It seems like they don't really care about us. It seems like they've abandoned us. It seems like they only care about PTA members. But I feel like this move where they asked us to fill in the survey form to give feedback on how to improve World PTA is kind of like a right step in the right direction. And just another reminder that I don't hate Perfume. I still love you girls. And all I want is just for them to listen to our feedback and to improve the World PTA membership experience so that, more people will register and, have more fun with you guys, of course. So again, go fill in that survey if you haven't filled it in. The link for that survey is in the description. The more you voice out your opinions, the more they can hear us. So go and fill it. It's important. I don't know if there's a deadline for that. Just do it ASAP now. So I guess that's about all the points I want to say. There's probably more, and it's not going to end. I probably have a lot more things I wanted to say, not just for World PTA, but for other things as well. But then I don't want to go too far. It's already really long, and it's 1 o'clock. I want to go to sleep already. I still have work tomorrow. Also, do check out the Reddit and Discord community, also linked in the description, where we can talk even more deeper things about Perfume. And again, all relevant links are in the description if you want to know more about today's topic. Again, thanks for hearing me out, guys, and have a wonderful day, everyone. Remember to always have your sim ejection tools. Okay, bye!